So many people have been speaking about the possibility of a $25,000 retest. And what we said is, you need to understand that there's levels to this. Only if we break this current support over here does that become the possibility. Now, what we ended up getting is a whole reset again. Yet it all started again with Bitcoin. And now we're getting quite a good Bitcoin bounce. And we're sitting with Bitcoin sitting at $28,900. Now, remember what I said, guys. It's very important that we have a higher high. It's important that, yes, dominance has turned back to the upside, but we actually need that. And why I've been saying that, I'm still expecting and still waiting for possible collapse in dominance, but it's always going to happen when Bitcoin's at safe levels. So the fact that we have dominance turning up, they're protecting. Think about it. Bitcoin has made big moves within the last few months, and it's finally got through the huge indicators to turn bullish on the higher time frames. Whenever there's any doubt about this starting to lose major levels, you are going to have love turn back into Bitcoin. Now, the big question is this a correction? Is this maybe a push up and then a leg down? Is this time to start offloading? And when are the altcoins going to start to join the party yet again? Are we going to have Ethereum catch up? Are we going to have the rest of the alts? Alt season still coming? Guys, it's an absolute huge show today. Smash the like button. No more wasting time, Josh. Let's get into the show.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Hope you're having a great day. It is nice to see a little bit of bullishness in the market. Remember, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. A few big things. We have the competition happening right now. If the market decides to continue bullish and we do decide to break these levels and the altcoins have still got their catch up to come, remember, we got rejected on the total 3 at resistance. We did not break support. So as long as we hold the momentum line, there is still the bullish feeling of a big altcoin catch up. And for me, it's the same thing. I've said it from the beginning of the year, and I stick to my guns when it comes, that you have to, when no one is thinking it, again, everyone thought Bitcoin is going to 25K. I was saying, let's get past. Let's first break the 27,000, and then we can talk about that. And we ended up bouncing. And that's the thing. You have to keep going within these. As much as you think, it's not going to happen, it's not that. Like, what the chart tells you is what puts you ahead of the rest. Remember, in this game, 20% of the people make money in crypto, 80% lose it. And that's why you make so much, because you're making money from 80% of the weak hands. Who was weak hands in this, guys? Pop in the comments. I sold. I panicked out. Be honest. Because these are little things that we have to tweak along the journey. We're here to get you mentally strong. And as much at times where I call the market, 2 weeks ago, Sheldon the hero, market's moving. Now all of a sudden market pulled back. I'm still sticking to my guns. Sheldon, you said this, you said that. Guys, I stuck to my guns again, and I'm teaching you a very valuable lesson that ignore the noise. Ignore the noise. Until something is broken in the chart, you have to stick to your actual analysis. So let's look at the first thing. Let's speak about the competition, actually. So if you go to the competition, guys, I want to see if it's here. Let's see where it is. So if you have a look below in the description, you will find the competition. Now we have this competition over here where we have Gareth, Soloway. We have many different people that are entering. If the market turns good, guys, join the competition. So if you have a look below in the description, you will find the competition link over here. We have a Tesla up for grabs, a Rolex. We've got cash. We're giving tons of giveaways. This is a great way to test yourself. Now use the competition as a way to learn the skill. And what you're basically setting for yourself is, I don't care which way the market moves. I need to learn how to make money. If the market decides to pull back, you have to learn how to make money. The market goes up, you have to know how to make money. Guys, it's about becoming good as a trader as a whole. And that's why you put yourself a small account. It's not crazy money. It's not any money you need. You put it in there and you rate yourself against yourself. You need to know how good you are to understand. I stick to Sheldon. Guys, I'm here to keep strong. Love me or hate me throughout the times. I stick to my guns. And that's the thing. And it's very important to be doing that. So let's jump in and let's have a look. Let's quickly have a look at the daily to see where we're at. We got Render yet again. How's Render? Render's an absolute machine. We have Injective Protocol. That's also doing really, really, really well. But let's jump into Bitcoin and let's get a little bit of a view of where we're at. So I spoke about this yesterday and I spoke about the scenario where until we have broken the support over here, we cannot sit and just jump and say we're going to 25K. Guys, it works like levels. It works like stairs. It works like these sort of things. As long as we hold zones, you need to stop forgetting how far Bitcoin has come. And you only change your analysis when you start to see something slightly different. But there's been previous times where we've bounced in these areas and we've bounced up to nearly 4 or 5 times. And until that level's broken, how can you sit and just say we're going to 25K? Stop allowing the noise. Stop allowing these sort of things. Treat it as a very simple system and a very simple game. As long as we held this level, there was always still a bullish scenario. But now we know the importance of this bullish scenario is we need to break a very certain level. So what we ended up getting was a bounce in a great area. We ended up getting the higher lows, which is fantastic. But now Bitcoin has a job to do. And what I do like about it is we've basically reset this time. You know, if this was a fake little pump that's happening right now, I do think dominance would have came down. Because end of the day, how do you finish this rally? You've had Bitcoin come all the way from 16K to 30,000 in the matter of a few weeks, right? How do you end this rally? Is you send the altcoins, all comes to an end, everyone takes profits, and then we end up having a drop off for the next 3 to 6 months. We still never had the altcoin rally. And for me, yet again, the fact that dominance turns back into Bitcoin, it still gives me that feeling that there's still strength within the bulls. So what we want to see over here, it's very important. We want to know that there's 2 scenarios that play out here. The altcoins will catch up when Bitcoin is healthy, and it's where it needs to be. Okay, maybe because the dominance is so strong, maybe there is still the high. Now we'll speak about the high now, but end of the day, what we want to see is the bounce was correct in a good area, bullish area. It still held its ground, and we never went down to the lower zones, which we may come to next. But we have 2 major plays to happen out here. The first big zone I want to speak about is this level. It's the 29,500, and I think it's the level we're going to be going. Well, 29,300, sort of in that area, okay, is where we're going to be going. Now, this is a critical zone, very critical level, because what it's going to indicate for us is this a correction wave, which will indicate a lower low. And what I mean by that is basically we did have a shorter time frame lower low over there. And if we get a lower high, it's indicating now that there can be more downside. Okay, and is this a time to possibly offload or start to de-risk your portfolio? But if you have a look over here, we have this main area, which is the 618 to 786. Now, what this indicates is a sort of level, we like to call it the golden zone. Okay, and what we want to know about this wave, is it this where we go here and we break through and maybe we do end up going through the major levels? And if so, we have the areas of the CME gap at 35. We have all those levels between 35 and 40. Okay, that's the one scenario. But in order to do that, we have to get through this zone. And the reason why we have to is because right now, as things play, we can be doing an ABC. And where it basically comes here, a test over here, it's a lower high. Remember what I spoke about the lower high? You can actually see the example over here where you had Bitcoin hit the 31,000, small rejection, and then it made a lower high. And as soon as it made a lower high, we're indicating making a lower low. Now it's important for us to reclaim that. And if we don't get through this level, it can be the scenario of coming down to those major sort of zones. Now, what areas do we have over there? If we have a look quickly, let's go through to the daily chart. Let's jump in and let's put this one over here. There we go. What areas do we have? We basically have the 200 weekly MA. Okay, and that's sitting in the area of around about the $25,000, $26,000 level. That's huge support. You know, area where we've held for very long. And we have this horizontal over here. And what we have from the bottom to the top is we have the golden zone. We have the 618 as well. So there's tons of support there. Now, the big thing is everyone is expecting that yet again. Everyone's expecting 25K. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the better buys. I heard Run say it. I heard many say it. And I've seen it all over Twitter. 25K, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go absolutely crazy. And now I have to remember again where the market is mental-wise. Everyone's expecting it. How do you screw everyone right now? How do you do it? You send it. You send it, you screw me, you screw you, you screw everyone because they're all waiting for 25K. So you have to have that in the back of your head that is the way that they can definitely screw us. So let's jump back in over here. So that is the scenario over there. Now let's go back into the short-term analysis and get a bit of an understanding, okay? So what we have to do on this wave, we had the good earnings come out yesterday from a few companies, and then what we had was the collapse of First Republic Bank, and all of a sudden Bitcoin pumps again. It's crazy how it's becoming a safety. As soon as there's these things happening, it started to absolutely rocket. And now we have Bitcoin with a little bit of fundamental strength at the moment, which is really good. So what we want to see here, guys, is we need to see us get above, and may take a little bit of time, but expect a little bit of rejection or fight between the 29,200 and the 29,600. Now, in the next few days, if we can start to close above this, it's good. Okay, if we start to close above these levels, it means we can attempt a new higher high. And the fact that I see the dominance looking pretty strong gives me an indication that maybe we do have strength to be doing that. But we need to get past the first step. Now, I don't think the rejection comes today, but we will know. What we're going to basically see over here is we will start to see on the 4 hour, we will start to see this little bit of slowdown in this area. Okay, and what it will start to do is maybe a bit of rejection, and it will slow down here. And if we start to lose those trends, guys, to the downside, I will be speaking about offloading and de-risking. The altcoins will catch up. There's going to have a little bit of an altcoin catch up in these areas. And the way you look at it is Bitcoin's going to 618, altcoins go to 618. So for example, we look at Ethereum. I see Ethereum is having a good bounce. But if you take your Fibonacci tool, okay, you want to get a little bit of an understanding because you will have a slight catch up within altcoins. Let me just make sure that this internet is in. Give me 2 secs. Let me know if it's all good. Amazing. Okay, so you take your Fibonacci tool with all your altcoins, okay, and you look at this big leg. So you go to the 4 hour, the 8 hour, you look at this big leg to the downside, and you take your Fibonacci tool from the top and you move it all the way down to the bottom, and you see it gives you 618. Okay, so as much as we need Bitcoin to clear this level, you need your altcoins to clear this level too. Because yes, there was a big dip off, amazing, but no one's ever countering out the fact that we're still holding the support trend lines, that we can't get a higher high from here. But you need your altcoins and you need your coins to be getting through this major level over here. So for example, now you need ETH again, $2,000. I see it going up from here and continuing over the next few days and getting to that level. But it's important because you're going to basically see the tokens start to slow down. Doesn't that make you feel a bit better? And the reason why I'm saying is be careful about panicking out on this last dip. Because now we know if we go to 618 and then we start to lose, guys, you're basically getting out very similar to where we were. And that's the big thing, because you were happy a week ago with your gains. A lot of the coins are going to get very similar there. And if they make just a slightly lower high, you're getting out in the same gains that you were in. And that's why I say always be patient and wait to see if it's a lower high first. Doesn't that make you feel better? You know, okay, maybe we don't have this run yet. Maybe we do go a little bit lower and things like that. But I have a chance to still exit in profits and more or less where I was. And that's why it's important not to panic out. So all these coins, you want to put the 618 up over here. And this is the level where if there is a rejection, you're basically looking at this, and then down to the lower levels where we'll get incredibly good buys. Now, for us to be getting out of the tokens here, if this bearish scenario does play out, it's going to be a fantastic farming opportunity for you. Because remember, as long as Bitcoin's above 25K, we can go extremely bullish. There's a 40K, 50K available this whole year. As long as we're above that bullish scenario, guys, we can go bullish at any point. So at any point you do decide to get out of an altcoin or decide to get out of any single coin, it's to either make more. It has a strategy. Remember, you're buying for the long term to make money in the next bull run. Stop thinking any differently. You're looking for one entry that makes you a lot of money in the future. Very important. So if we don't get through these areas, there will be a great farming opportunity because it means we're going to go down to lower levels. What can that mean for Ethereum? I spoke about it yesterday, a possible test of the original trend. Guys, look at this. That's the bullish line. Until we break that line, I cannot be bullish for not be bearish for the year. That's the bullish momentum. There's the 200 moving. Remember, if we're making a decision, it's a very big decision to get out because we know how hard it is to get back in. So if we end up making a lower high here, you can see this opportunity of coming down to the 1600. What does that mean? It means if we can have the opportunity of getting out there, it's to farm tokens and end up building 20% more Ethereum, where you will buy back. I spoke about it again. Stop throwing away your Bitcoin. It's not Smarties here, guys. Like, there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin and there's only a certain amount of tokens, many different tokens. Stop throwing them away. So if you're ever getting out, like if you don't get back in, you're just throwing your Bitcoin away. You're just giving it to someone because someone's buying it from you. So the only time you're making a big decision, like, look after your assets, guys. Stop giving them away, because a lot of you guys, if you had to look the amount of Bitcoin that you accumulated in the last bull market, it's sickening the amount of Bitcoin you gave away. You gave away a lot of Bitcoin, and guess what? Someone bought it. Someone's sitting with your Bitcoin. And that's the big thing. So if we're making a big decision, it is to farm the tokens, 20% more Ethereum. Let's start looking at a lot of the altcoins. XRP as an example. So XRP, you take from the top to where we are at the bottom now, and you have 618. If we don't get past 618, it is going to be offload, and you can be looking at basically something like this, where it comes down, offload here, and we come down to the low areas. What does that mean for you as an XRP holder? It means that you have an opportunity, if it goes here, to farm another 20 to 25% more XRP. But you have to be certain, okay? Because if we come through and we break this, you've just given away all your XRP. You got out. Do you guys want to keep panicking out? Do you want to keep allowing your emotions? You're going to soon understand why I say stay in your damn altcoins unless we have a really big thing. I don't care how long I call alt season for. I'm right when it comes to protect your entries with your altcoins, and you will understand one day. All the people that were great last week and now complaining now, you will understand exactly what I'm doing here for you by keeping you mentally strong within holding your positions and protecting, because you're going to give it away if the market pushes. And everyone that wanted to panic out yesterday when Bitcoin is at 27,000, you're crying today if you did. And stop doing that. Diamond hands, but also smart. The only time we do it is to basically farm. So on a lot of your coins now, I'm expecting a lot of them to push up. Now, why am I doing so? Why do I think that's going to basically happen? Let's jump to a Bitcoin chart over here quick, and let's bring in the stochastic RSI. The daily, remember what this tool does for you. It shows you when the market's overbought versus oversold, right? And right now, this was at an oversold territory, showing you that, yes, we're having a pullback, but the bulls are going to reply. They're going to reply. And end of the day, what happened? We ended up getting the bounce. Now what's important is this daily, we want to see roll up, and ultimately we want to see this roll up. If we get the higher high, we on, guys. Hold your damn entries because we got great entries. Okay. If we end up going RSI to the top and this comes just short, okay, amazing, guys. Let's offload. Let's start to protect. Let's get back into Bitcoin, back into ETH. And in the next few weeks, we'll jump back into the altcoins. But the thing is, don't miss the altcoin run. It can come at any single moment. So now we understand the significant levels. So you jump through many of your altcoins over here, and you could see, I see BNB looks like on fire, guys. If Bitcoin decides to break that 618, so it's basically the 29,300 to 29,500. If we daily close above that, sold my render. So dumb, guys. I'm here to help you with that. Like, stop. I'm going to say this again. Stop asking Sheldon when alt season. Are you ready for when alt season comes? That's the question I'm going to keep telling you guys. Stop asking me. I'm prepped for it. I've built the portfolio. I track the charts every day. Are you ready for when it comes? That's the big question. So get ready. If Bitcoin decides to smash this level, make sure you got your damn BNB. If BNB smashes this level over here, BNB is going to fly. So keep eye on that. That's one token is looking incredibly strong. But let's go through this quickly on the 8-hour charts. Many of them now. Near protocol, take the top to the bottom. There's 618. We start to get daily RSI to the top. We start to lose a bit of steam here. Amazing. We offload. Doesn't that make you feel better? It's very close to where we were, guys. So you're not taking a big loss. You're not taking a big loss at all, which is great. And that's the probabilities when it comes to, that's the way you trade, risk to reward, right? So the same thing here with DOT. Close to the top, 618. So in all your altcoins, this is where I'm expecting this pump to go. Look at this Solana. Guys, I don't know about you, but that looks like a phenomenal retest. Phenomenal. You know, if you didn't want to, if you wanted to buy Solana last week, I have no idea why you're not buying Solana now on the actual retest. But many of these tokens, same as AVAX, right on support right now as it speaks. Take your Fibonacci top to bottom. That's where we're looking at over there, the major levels, the daily closes. Now let's quickly speak about the dominance. Okay, dominance starting to spike up. Amazing. Now for me, I'm still looking until we break the highs. Still, guys, the way I see this, if we decide to break the highs, okay, I see a 40K Bitcoin. I see a 40K Bitcoin. That's the only way I see us getting above the 49% is if Bitcoin is going huge. That's the way I see it. Or Bitcoin slows down yet again, and we have that altcoin scenario that pops through. So what I want to see over here is I want to see a higher high from Bitcoin. I want to get past the 618, and a lower high within dominance, and then start the trail to the downside. Okay. Or what I think might happen, okay, is Bitcoin doesn't. It goes to 618 and it gets the lower high. The lower high, which means lower low. And Bitcoin decides to reject. And maybe we do go to 25K. I see dominance coming down. I see Bitcoin getting hurt more than the altcoins throughout that time. The only reason I'm seeing strength is because they're trying to reclaim the higher high within Bitcoin. So for me, still, doesn't matter if you're in a bull or bear, the strength is still within altcoins. You early on altcoins, you late on Bitcoin. You could have maybe bought Bitcoin yesterday. I said I was buying more Ethereum yesterday. You could have bought them then. Now you're too late yet again to buy those big dogs. So what I'm about to pump, don't rule it out. Let's actually quickly have a look at the stock markets and where we're at over there. Pulling back. Bitcoin strong. Crazy. Absolutely crazy how we strength Dixie. Still looking very weak. Let's actually look at the total market caps. Look at this, guys. How do you, there's the bullish line. There's where you turn bearish because you know you're bearish for a long period of time. Right now, you're bearish for 10 days. And then you have the opportunity to be bullish again. Until we break this, this means 3 months. 3 months of downside. We are not anywhere near those major levels. Look at the total 2. We're not anywhere near just yet. So for me to make big decisions to get out of altcoins now, it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Total 3, yet again, you take this Fibonacci top to bottom. That's where we want total 3 to break through. Total 3 breaks through that. We can then start, and remember, that's where we're going to see the actual catch up and the big moving within the market. So for now, I want to give you guys the very basic homework. Go set all your 618s. So you go through your whole portfolio now. I hope you have your categories of your high risk, your medium risk, your highest risk, your low risk. Go to all of your tokens and go put in your 618s. So you go to each token over here. You take this current wave and you go from top to bottom. Where is your 618 on all of your tokens? Okay. BNB's already smashed through it. It looks strong. All of them, put your 618s. Know where the levels are. So if the scenario comes out where we have to get out, you're ready. I'm not going to sit there that day and say, guys, I'm going to literally tweet or I'm going to jump on the show and say, guys, time to offload. And you're going to all know it's going to be at the 618. So go to all of your tokens. For me to go through 100 tokens now, what you're in, it's crazy. Okay. Put your 618s in. Where is the level? If Sheldon says, so you got 2 options, guys. I'm going to say option 1, we're on. Hold strong. We're going. Alt season's still coming. It's happening right now. Option 2, guys, brace yourself. Let's protect ourselves. It's coming a little bit later. Doesn't matter. We're still going to catch alt season. It may be now, it may be in 2 weeks, it may be in a month. So the 2 options, when I call option 2, you all have your 618s in and you all know where you're offloading. And we're offloading back into Bitcoin, back into Ethereum, and some into USDT for the dip. Okay, we got a deal. We've got a deal, guys. We're going to work together on this. Smash the like button. Gold. Someone's speaking about gold. So get your PrimeXBT accounts ready. I'm going to be taking a gold trade in the next few days. So if you have a look below in the description, jump in there. And remember, guys, as market turns bullish, you want to be part of this competition. Sign up below, register. You don't need a new account. You don't need anything like that. And obviously, Sniper School. Join Sniper School. We've got exciting news. On who's coming next. Guys, have a fantastic day.
There's one comment. Maybe you should just comment on it in this pump. I'm going to put on the screen there. So on this pump, the guys need to get their stop losses in so that they don't take those losses again.
Okay, so hey, Sheldon, how should I play if my interest is much higher? Any tips? Okay, cool. Is it much higher than the 618s? It shouldn't be. It should be pretty near.
get their stop losses in. They obviously never had them last time.
Yes. So the way it's going to work is like this. Okay. You're going to have to learn stop losses. Go have a look. Either if you've done school or you go have a look at one of the Sheldon the Sniper videos. You'll find my stop loss videos to make sure. So what you're going to do is when this starts to make its way up to 618, it's going to start to form a trend. Okay. And if you look on Discord, please go make sure on our Discord, we do give levels. But when it gets here, you're going to have to crunch up the stop loss. You have to bite the bullet. If the market decides to do this and you've got a way higher entry, you have to finally get out of your sinking ship so that you can continue. Doesn't matter what your loss may be, okay? Because if we don't hold these levels, we are going back down, and you need to prepare for that. So when we get to the 618s, hopefully by tomorrow or the day after, I'll go through all these coins and give you stop loss updates. You have to put a stop loss in. It's time for you to farm. Remember how you get an entry in crypto is the amount of coins you have versus the money, right? That's how you get to an entry. So for example, if you're near entry is 20% or 40% higher than what it is now, if we can farm 20 to 30% more near, you brought your entry all the way back down. We'll get you more near. And that's what we got to do. To get an entry more down, we have to farm you more tokens. And that's how it's going to work. So guys, have a fantastic day. Shorter show today. Watch Run Show as well. Tomorrow, again, we'll go through all the altcoins. Right now, it's Bitcoin time. I'm updating on Bitcoin. Have a fantastic day. Much love to you all. And I'll see you tomorrow.